Dear me, on the day I officially began my journey as an entrepreneur. I remember exactly what you are feeling now. A mix of Midwest gumption, excitement, focus, and a big mug of coffee with cream. Entrepreneurs are both born and made. They dream and do. They would rather do and fail than regret not trying. You not only have to do what it counts, you have to want to do what it takes. And you do. But I'm not here to give you a pep talk. No, you don't need one. I'm here to tell you what you have to look forward to. The day you ignore your gut and listen to your brain instead. This is the day you hire your first employee. Despite every fiber in your being telling you that you can do all the things, your gut isn't wrong. You are fully capable, but your brain is right. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Growth is in the gathering of talent, of new experiences, and of wider audiences. And it can happen a heck of a lot faster if you have a great team of people pulling in the same direction. The day you get to say no. The day you turn down your first client because they weren't aligned with your brand is the day you know you've really made it. Savor that no with a thank you and mean it. Run your hands along the fence that separates the work that builds your brands from the clients who could compromise it, and keep on building. The day you make a big mistake. While this isn't something to look forward to exactly, it will teach you a critical lesson about perspective. I know you hate letting people down. Just remember, the best companies are built on success and strengthened by failures. You learn a lot about yourself and the people you work with by how they rally around adversity, and I wouldn't want you to miss that. I'll let you in on a little secret. The world won't end when you or your team make a mistake. I'm living proof of that. One last thing. People are going to tell you that launching a business when you have an 18-month-old and a newborn at home is crazy. They'll tell you it will be ridiculously hard. They'll tell you to wait, to take your time, to get your rest. They aren't wrong, but they aren't you. Trust that. Lean into your support system, curl up with those babies, and live that freaking dream. Too many people think that work and home are contained in separate silos. The truth is, they tie together in more ways than you can ever imagine. In fact, anyone who has ever managed employees and raised children at the same time can see the parallels. Doing them at the same time will give you the tools and the practice to be better at both. I won't tell you how your story ends because I'm still in the middle of a very good chapter. All you need to know is what you already do. Dive in, let the good fear drive you, say yes and no when it matters. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep going. You're just getting warmed up. All the best. Me.
Dear young and delightfully bold 19-year-old self, right now you're a divorced single mother with 2 kids under 2 years old, struggling to make ends meet. Hear me say that each struggle that you're going through now is truly a building block of trust and reliability that you have in yourself. You're going to learn some things the hard way, so let me save you some of the rough patches by giving you these 3 pieces of advice. First, never lose sight of the fact that you are a diverse person. You're not just a mother, but also a woman with hopes and dreams that deserve to be heard separately from your role as that of a parent. You're not just a businesswoman, you have the creative soul of an artist. You're not just a wife or girlfriend, you're in a partnership. And within that partnership, it is perfectly fine to expect and even demand that the other half does their share instead of you doing it all. Second, let go of things that are not working faster. That demeaning job that's sucking the life out of you, quit it faster. That friend who you thought had your back but betrayed your trust, forgive her and forget faster. And that abusive relationship where he's tearing you down with his words and his fists, leave him faster. Third and last, do not be ashamed of your story. You are going to overcome obstacles. You're going to make some stupid mistakes, but you learn great lessons from them. You will journey from welfare to where you are now, and you're going to think it's embarrassing to have come from such humble and desperate beginnings. But the truth is that telling stories of how we stare down a challenge and come out a victor is inspiring to those who are willing to listen. So do not ever hang your head in shame, dear girl. Always be proud of your roots. You got this. From your older and still kind of bold 45-year-old self.
Dear sweetie, you are young and feel a sense of urgency to accomplish your purpose in life. If only you knew what that purpose is. You realize that time is short and there are things to be accomplished. It nags at you throughout the days and slips into your dreams at night. Your days are occupied by normal grade school activities, but inside your head you are always searching for clues and answers. So, in everyday activities like reading books, researching reports for school, taking care of your animals, helping your mom with gardening and canning, you look for hidden meanings. You have also developed an impatience with yourself and others that has resulted in a negative internal voice. You follow your mom around the kitchen asking what your purpose is and how you can get started. In your mother's wisdom, she gently nudges you to look within to find your answers and be patient. As a young child, you feel these words are the most frustrating words that you could hear. Oh, sweetie, how wrong you are. These words will lead you to create new paths, to find ways to overcome all obstacles and build up your tenacity, and ultimately accomplish your goals. That is the easy part. Just believe in yourself and quiet your negative internal voice. The hard part lies in the be patient part of your mom's sage advice. You have a constant need to move and improve all aspects of your life, always creating brand new footprints. This impatience will lead to difficulties and create hard feelings. Take the time to be still and appreciate the tremendous lessons you are learning from the strong and independent women in your life. You are named after your mother and grandmother, and they are teaching you to walk in their footprints, while also creating your own. Believe in yourself, rely on your intuition, put in the hard work, and appreciate all the outcomes along the way. Enjoy the journey. And most importantly, remember the words of both your mother and grandmother. Always start and end with love. In reflection, it is through your ancestors' footprints and the ones you create that will be your purpose and legacy for the future generations. Always be mindful of the footprints and the possibilities and feelings they leave behind. That is your true purpose and your true legacy. With many loving footprints, Annette.
Dear Charese, you are 10 years old now, mature for your age, partly because you have grown up with Dad's younger siblings, one of which is only 5 years older than you. Already, you are volunteering at the YWCA, teaching swimming and working for Ferris Scaff, Grandpa, a guaranteed roofing, siding, and insulation company, filing papers. You are learning that you do not like to file papers, but you enjoy being at the office with Grandpa and Dad. Going on calls with Dad is fun, especially when it is in the country on a farm. You get to watch Dad sell the customers something they need for their home, such as roofing, siding, insulation, or storm windows. Truth be known, Dad was teaching you how to sell. You continue working at the office on Saturdays all year, answering phones. Dad and Grandpa are there. They stand back to see if you can handle it, or if they need to help and step in. All along, they are training you to work for the company, not thinking about you someday running it. As you progress in school, you volunteer for Y Teens, Candy Stripers, political events. You like teaching swimming. You like some things about being a candy striper, but you were not so sure that you wanted to be a nurse. You came to the conclusion that teaching would be the best thing for you, so you thought. You will enjoy teaching, and the students, being out inside all day long, chained to a room and a desk, is not your cup of tea. You want to be free to be outside. You like working outside. After teaching 4 years, you will decide it's time to quit teaching and go to work for Dad. He needs help. Who knows a job better than you? You just need to tell him at the right time, of course. You and he are watching Sunday afternoon football along with brother Jim and Chris. Dad does his usual thing and takes a nap. When he wakes up, you start visiting with him. All of a sudden, you will blurt out that you are coming to work for him. You will not ask. You are going to tell him. He will resist for a few minutes, and then he says, "Don't give up your teaching degree." And you respond and tell him that you are not going to be needing it. After working over 42 years for your company, you will have had a successful career. You will have overcome obstacles as customers will challenge you. They will tell you that you cannot get up on their roof or in their attic. They do not want to watch you on their roof or in their attic, and they will insist they need to come out and help you. You will always politely smile and tell them you can climb on the roof or in their attic, and you will politely turn down their help. You learn the business from the ground up, starting at 10. Love your older self.